Hey, happy Saturday. Hey, it's Deborah with Flipping 50 and I am just about to make a smoothie. I'm already post exercise. So I went on a long bike ride today. Long and hard because it was so hot. More on that later. But after a great workout, one of the biggest mistakes that I see women, especially women who are flipping 50, because they learned some habits a long time ago that they are still following. But one of the biggest mistakes that keeps you from getting the results that you want is this. It's what you eat and when you eat it after a workout. So post-workout, the type and the timing of the food that you have is really important. So let's talk first of all about the type. Here's what you don't want. You don't want to sit down, just do a bunch of fruit. You don't want to skip and not have anything. Say you're at the gym and then you get into the car and you've got 5 errands and you forgot to bring anything to eat, and you're gonna wait, an hour, 2 hours after, and maybe not ever get to it because you're so busy. So here's what you really want to do. You've got to make sure that you get protein in, specifically 25 to 30 grams. 30 grams is much more padding, because we don't synthesize protein, meaning we don't use it for the use of our muscles as well as we did when we were younger. So you don't synthesize as well as you did 10 or 20 or 30 years ago, neither do I. But the more active we are, the more you're keeping it up and doing the right things, the more you help yourself synthesize protein, and you need that. So if you're kind of lacking muscle definition, you're not seeing it, but you're doing the work, that may be a reason why. You've got to look at, are you getting protein at every meal and right after that exercise? So here's what else. Why not the fruit? Fructose. You want to look for that in the label of any of your protein shakes. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it if you're drinking something out of a can, a pre-mix. Most of them have fructose in it. That actually helps you store fat. Absolutely the opposite of what you want. So if you want to benefit from the work you've done, whether from a long bike ride and those quadriceps that are screaming a little bit at me right now, or you've done a great weight training workout, especially then, you want to get some protein in. So here's what's going into my smoothie, what else, and how it helps recovery. So I'm going to add spinach today. You should rotate your greens. So I'm putting a little spinach in there, and that chlorophyll and the antioxidants in there is a benefit to recovery. I am adding a little lime juice, actually just something with a little acidic property, but I love that it's going to give me a little bit of a tropical flavor here. And I'm going to add avocado. Avocado is another anti-inflammatory type food. And I'm gonna put, this is a fairly small avocado, and it was a tough bike ride. So I'm putting about a quarter of that avocado, and I'm just scooping it right out. I'd already cut that. Sometimes I'll do paleo, which is beef and animal protein with no soy, no dairy. And sometimes I'll do plant-based, and I might do chocolate or vanilla or either. Today I'm doing vanilla, and I'm also adding a little blue-green algae. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm detoxing still from mold in my house, and this is super helpful to do that, very rich in chlorophyll. That we need more of. Okay, now the fruit I'm putting in today, if I'm doing a recovery smoothie, I usually stick to berries simply because they're lower in fruit. I might use cherries right after a workout because it is a good time to put some of that sugar in. If you love cherries, reserve it for post a really tough workout. Not just anyone, not just a walk, not just a, oh, I got it done, but when you really need to replenish and you have another one soon on your horizon. And this is a tropical blend, so it's I've got a lot of strawberries in there, I've got a little bit of pineapple and mango, and there's actually some coconut in there, so I'm getting a little healthy fat with that as well. And I'm being selective so that I'm getting a little bit more strawberries, because those are lower in sugar than your pineapples and your mango. So I know some of those things just are yummy this time of year, but depending on your goals, if you're wanting weight loss, you want to be sure you're not sabotaging yourself. And Next up, I'm gonna do the plant-based. This is a pea protein. 2 scoops is 1 serving. And then I'm gonna do a fiber boost. So I want this to last me all day, and I'm not measuring very well, but a teaspoon is about it. I'm gonna go a little generous. I'm a fiber girl. I love the idea that this helps us stay sated. Most of the women that I work with who weight loss is their #1 goal, we really bump that fiber intake, and it helps you flush out your toxins that are stored in fat and keeps you full. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? So next, I'm adding filtered water, and I've got some water in my drinking glass here that's already got a little bit of lemon in it. And I like a thick smoothie, so I'm just gonna put enough to start blending it. I happen to be using a Vitamix today, and here we go. Are you ready? It's noisy. You do a little pulsing. I'm gonna start again. So now we're gonna ramp it up from really low to high, just to blend it really well. I like to get the big chunks out first. Other things just flavor wise. So this is a very fruity, kind of summerish, tropical flavor. And quite honestly, it's not very attractive, but it's yummy. So not quite as good as having it beside the beach and the ocean, but it's pretty good. I also like chocolate, so if I'm gonna do chocolate paleo, I'll do that with some nut butter, and I'll do the cherries, and then I'll add a little cinnamon in addition to the avocado and the greens. So again, really rich in antioxidants. And I can point to every single item in there being supportive of recovery. You can check on flipping50.com under recipes, and you can find some other recovery shake or recovery smoothie recipes, pre-exercise and post-exercise options. You're gonna love it. And if that was helpful, think about joining me tomorrow afternoon, Sunday, July 7th. What day is it, right? Sunday, July 7th, I'm gonna do a webinar and share the link with you a little bit later this weekend to talk about all the exciting changes that are happening inside the Flipping 50 Cafe. And enrollment is open right now. The membership doors will close after Wednesday, but now's your chance to get in to the 2.0 at the 1.0 rate. So if you love little tips like this to just help you optimize the workout that you're already doing so that you can get better results, tune in. So stay tuned, watch, pass it along, and I'll see you soon.